Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. We're back. I'm still alive, still up and kicking. We're still doing things, and we have some work to do. So, the last episode, I believe, we set up a bunch of this applied energistics to auto crafting, and we automated, I think, pretty much the fundamentals. So, for example, we've got unlimited Certus quartz. We have that through a number of ways. One is, actually, you know, I'll have to check something because I'm now suddenly not as confident as I was that I've automated it, but we'll see. So the first thing we did is, we automated Certus quartz. It's slow, but it should be, it should happen, I guess. And we've also automated the actual crystals themselves. These are, or the budding blocks, I guess, which means when these break, they'll be replaced. The problem that I've realized now is this destroys the cluster. This places the block, but the thing is, when it runs out of crystal, it's not actually a block, is it? It doesn't disappear. It just turns into a generic Certus quartz block, and I don't have anything to destroy that because these only construct and these destroy, but up there. So I could place destructors all around. Look, we'll solve that another day or later today if we need to. We also automated all of the inscribers. They're actually really easy to automate in this version of Applied Energistics. Literally just shove the stuff in. Phenomenal. Like it's actually crazy. I had prepped a bunch of messy stuff with cables and stuff over here. Not needed. Not needed at all. So that'll stay over there because it can't be bothered breaking it. We've also automated... Listen, we automated a lot. This was where the crystals were automated as well as the fluix crystals automated there. Of course, using some modular routers. And then this here was automated charged Certus quartz. And I believe that is where we're at. So this episode, I will say, because we ordered so many processors, like we've got a stack of each, we don't have much Certus quartz at all. And I won't lie, I'm a little bit concerned that we just don't have enough. But that's okay. Well, or at least we'll pretend it's okay. So what do we want to do instead here? Well, I obviously want to get started. I've bookmarked the things I want. We're going to want a controller, probably a drive. We might need some sort of crafting to take place. The purpose of this applied energistics system, eventually it may replace our refined storage one. No promises, because that's a big undertaking. But the purpose is to actually store all of our slurry from this guy, I think from the washer. We want to store all of the washed slurry, and then we want to distribute it evenly using chemical crystallizers. And I think the safest way to do that, to guarantee that the perfect amount of fluids going in for the crystal, is going to be to use applied energistics as like a little storage buffer, because I know that with the export bus from applied energistics, you can have it craft things that are exports, which means I can set this, in theory, once again, we'll see exactly how well this goes, but I should be able to get the recipe that says 200 millibuckets equals a crystal, and then have it constantly exporting that into here. And so this should just fill up with crystals. Of course, only the tip of the iceberg in terms of things that need to be done. But that's okay. It's okay. At least we've got something to start with. All right. So, I guess let us begin. So we'll fly back over here since I don't know. It's nice to be over here. I do like building in this meteor, but we'll probably place the actual controller over there. Let's begin. So the controller needs some fluix crystals, which I should be able to use. We've got our magnet to stop me from picking the stuff up. We'll jump back in here. In saying that, okay, there it goes. I was going to say, I feel like I should be seeing something. Okay, yeah. Look, not the fastest thing ever, but once again, once we craft these things the first time, there's only going to be some storage cells that we need, more and more and more of, I think. Once again, we'll see. So we've got a controller. Awesome. This guy, the heart of the operation. Next, we need a ME drive. This thing is going to store all of our... all of our storage cells. And so that's essentially going to be all of our slurry. So this guy's going to hold disks. you can put like one super powerful storage cell in there, or we could sprinkle a bunch of little ones. And I've actually got the two that I'm looking at here, right? I was going to get to them later, but I guess we're looking at them now. Applied Mechanistics supports mechanism, hence the name. And chemicals, I believe, refer to the slurries. That's my understanding at the moment. Now, I can store a bunch in here, like a lot. The 1024 bytes, that's a decent amount. If we wanted to go on a little bit of a learning experience, we could read something somewhere. I don't know. One of these pages said exactly how it works. And it might be this guy. Yeah. So, if I was only storing one type of slurry, which we kind of really would only need to, because I plan to use it all up, you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to just be storing the slurry forever. If we were storing one type, we would be able to hold 8,000 using just the 1K. So, a little bit unintuitive, but yeah. All you need to know is you'll be able to store a lot. But as you can see, only 5 types. Now, that means if I was processing a bunch of different stuff at once, so a bunch of different slurries, obviously I can only do 5 types. And that includes if for some reason I'm left with 100 millibuckets somehow, which I think is impossible, but I don't know, it's nice to plan, I guess. I think it is impossible. But we could go for this guy here, an ME super storage cell. The difference here is this guy can store items, fluids, source types. Do we have source types? What's that from? Is that from Airs Nouveau? We're going to look into that because that sounds really cool. But also chemical types. And you'll notice as well, 63 types allegedly. So I think I could store a ridiculous amount of slurry with this guy. And in terms of recipe, redstone, quartz dust, diamond, and then this storage component, easy. It's just a bunch of 1K ones. Now, obviously that's inefficient because whatever, but it's not difficult. This guy here, the storage, chemical storage cell, a lot easier. Just a bit of osmium. I don't know, potato, right? Right. So yeah, that's where we're at. So we'll make some of these cables. We're gonna need a lot of those in the future. We've got the drive, cool. We will need a pattern encoding terminal as well as an ME terminal. And these are going to need annihilation cores. They're going to need fluix dust, which can be made in an inscriber. And that sounds like a bunch of patterns that I'm going to have to make because, I mean, I already should be. I'm crafting things manually like the... well, I mean, I've got crystals in here. I just don't have them bulk crafted at the moment. Because I just don't have enough Certus quartz. Yeah. You know what there was? Aren't there growth accelerators? I don't think these apply to the crystal clusters. Oh, but I'm wrong because they do. Interesting. Okay, you know what? we're gonna break some of this. So that's a flawed bud there. So me breaking this doesn't end the world. Like it's not a flawless one. So we'll jump under here. I will break that. I will break the flawed one. Cool. This solves 2 problems. The first problem it solves is if I break all of these, I can now place destructors on the side that are told to break, what do you call it? The normal block, which means once these run out, they turn into a block. Now we can break every single one. The other thing we can do, obviously, is place a growth accelerator in the middle. This guy needs a fluix block, so we're going to need at least some more fluix. What? Where's the fluix? I thought I could craft this stuff. What have I broken that prevents me from... Oh, yeah, none of this is hooked up to the network anymore. My bad. Boom. Well, actually, I could probably just place that there. That should work too. Cool. So let's order 3 more, because I think that's what we need. And that will get us the growth accelerator. I think we might need, what's this? Quartz glass. We can craft that quite easily. So we just need the fluix block. Any second now. Beautiful. Fluix block. Growth accelerator. Awesome. So we'll slap this guy in right there. Oh, there's already a crystal there. Try not to break anything that shouldn't be broken. Perfect. Place that there. Cool. Connect that to it. Nope, that's not how that works. Okay. Let's read the guide. Okay. Sorry. The The growth accelerator massively accelerates the growth of certus or amethyst when placed adjacent to the budding block. Curiously, it can also accelerate the growth of various plants. Awesome. To power it manually, place a wooden crank on the top or bottom, blah. It only connects the cables on its ends where the pink Fluix greebles are. What a word. Okay, cool. So, what that tells me is that this thing's facing the wrong way. We do have a wrench on us, somehow. That's not how the wrench works either. Okay, cool. I'm going to break this then. And we'll see if we can, I don't know, solve that problem. What's happening? Hold on. Hold on. I'm struggling. Hold on. Boom. And then if I place it like this. Yeah, there's our Fluix greeble. Alright, so that should connect now? No. No, it won't. Oh, my bad. These are cables. We don't want cables. We want ME cables. Eh? Which I don't have. We want Fluix cables. These guys here. So that's obviously a little bit more. Cool, okay. Alrighty, we've got a Fluix cable, so I should be able to at least come down here and hook this up to something. Now, before I even do that, we want power to go into this guy. I think what we'll do, because I don't want to place a controller here, is get an energy acceptor. This guy here. So you just need some quartz glass, some copper, pretty simple stuff, and we have an energy acceptor. This guy, I think I can just place directly on him, and that should work. Now the device is offline. I actually don't know if they need a controller. Like if they need a controller. But we'll attach power to him. And he is online. And the growth accelerator is online. And we should be hearing a lot more stuff breaking and growing, which is awesome. And as you can see, a certus quartz block that we need to solve. So, how do we do this successfully? Well, some of these are chipped blocks, which is fine. We only have one flawless block. No, we've got two. So I've got one here and one over there. They obviously don't need a destructor on them. Yeah, so one. I thought we had more than that. That's fine. 1 and 2, so there and here. Those are the only ones that we do not want destructors on. Let's quickly solve this. By the way, I don't know if you can tell, I am still a little bit sick for whatever reason. I'm kind of fine. It should be fine. Like, we should be able to try to get back in the swing of things, episode-wise. This guy's flawed. We'll attach him. The only thing I need to worry about is connecting this guy, because he'll obviously actually connect to the system and start breaking stuff. We'll attach that. So then this one's flawless, so not that one, but this one. So you'll go here. Cool. I do need to attach there, which is going to be a little bit messy, but if I just break those, we should be fine. So destructor here. Hold on. Hold it. Holding. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. And all of these, we want those to be on a whitelist, looking for certus quartz block. So that is all that I want these to break. So I need to make sure I'm changing all of them, and then we can hook up the cables and it should be fine. There's probably a way that I can place these to make them look a little bit nicer. I could also probably design this thing a lot better just in a straight line, but let's just let bygones be bygones. Okay? Alright, guys. Alright, so they're all hooked up. They're all on whitelist. I should just be able to attach cables now, and that should be good. And boom, boom. Alright, cool. So I've got the ring around the rosy, and that should all then work. Yep, see, that got replaced. We've got our growth guy over there. Cool. So we should get a lot more certus quartz. Which we already see. We've already got over a stack. That's awesome. Like, genuinely, that is really good. So, back to the pattern board. So what are we doing? First things first is the Fluix crystal dust. Fluix dust, I guess. So that will go in an inscriber. So we'll probably chuck that in just one of these over here. Probably this one here because he's empty. So we'll chuck that there. I think that should work. What else did we need? So we definitely need Fluix cables. They're going to be a common one, so we'll grab that. Grab this. Cool. Do we have dust? Like Fluix quartz dust? We do not. As you can see, that's just not a thing. Cool. Let's go ahead and add that. Is that in a inscriber as well? Cool. Oh, I guess you get some from these. Oh, but that's only when they're not fully grown. Okay, so we probably want to do it the proper way. In this guy over here. So we'll chuck that there. What else was it? Just normal crafting recipes, which I'll place in this guy. All right, so we can now craft all of that stuff. Awesome. What else? I don't know. Well, what do we have? We've got the drive. We've got the power. Let's automate. I kind of want to automate these cores. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best. So I'll automate both those. So annihilation and formation. They're close recipes, but they are a little bit different. Nether quartz and Certus quartz being the main difference there. That should be able to make us all this stuff. Crafting terminal just needs that and that. Like, that's easy. We can do that. The panel itself, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We can do that. And then we're doing the cells. So these guys, I probably will just do a basic one. I don't think we even need to. I'll automate it. Why not? Automate that. Certus quartz crystal. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. It was because it was showing me the charged one, so I got a little bit confused. And then this, is that what we're doing? I feel like, oh yeah, I guess we have to do it that way. Cool. All right, that should be, oh, actually, quartz glass. For whatever reason, we didn't have that automated. We now do. Boom, 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 boom. I believe we are good to go. I think we are. So, I'm just gonna leave the area, and we're gonna hope that we are. We'll set up our controller somewhere down here, because even if we set up one to run the whole base, I'll probably keep this separate, or we could easily, like, swap it over if we needed to. But let us begin. So we have our network there, some cables here. So it's actually in a perfect spot. Alrighty, we have our controller. As you can see, glows a lot more than this guy over here. And yeah, we're kind of good to go. As for the drive, that's what it looks like. I don't know. We'll probably just place it underground. There. Oh, wow! I didn't know you could place them facing up. Oh, awesome. That solves all our problem. We get to look at it. Ah, cool. Okay, so we just want chemical storage cells. I'll get one for now, and we'll cross the bridge of needing more than one later. This guy will go in here. There he is. How cool. Love the 3D texture of it. Awesome. We don't really need a normal terminal. We probably will make one, but mainly we just need a pattern encoding terminal. But obviously, we do need to make both. So we're going to go ahead and order this stuff. I'm going to need to make two... Come on. What do we think the slow part of this is? The Fluix dust. Oh yeah, because the Fluix crystals is so slow to craft. Can I order 20? Just so that, we're not waiting all day. Alright, terminal. I do believe we want two. One of them I'm going to use... I guess we could have used the pattern one, but it's fine. One of them we're just going to use normally. One of them will turn into a... whatchamacallit? I'm clearly just struggling. I'm struggling with words. One of them is going to turn into a pattern encoding. One will just remain normal because I don't need to craft anything. We just need to see it. The next thing I'm going to do, I think, is... Can I break both of these? Allegedly not. Let me prepare to move some stuff around because I do want to place these guys here and here. So what I'll do real quick, as I imagine I need to, is attach those there. These guys... Huh. I don't know what happened to my covers. Shifted spruce. There and there. Let's go ahead and pop that up. Sorry about that. I had a bad tickle in my throat and I thought I could just talk, but I couldn't. Alright, there we go. Now, these look absolutely horrendous with the shaders on, but you know how we do it here. So we've got a terminal here. It looks absolutely disgusting. Let's go ahead and make it at least a medium-sized one. We've got guides. As you can see, very similar in size and shape to the normal refined storage one. Filter types, ascending, bunch of settings there. Cool. Then we have our pattern encoder. Now, this guy has a lot of cool stuff compared to this guy here. Noticeably, processing and crafting. Cool. But also smithing patterns, stone cutting patterns. And they can also obviously do a bunch of stuff with mechanism, which is cool. So, we will need patterns as well. Now, I realize I didn't make patterns in the terminal. In the crafting grid over here. So, we'll quickly zip on over. So, they are just called patterns. They don't have a different name. Just, I guess blank pattern. There you go. Boom, 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 and boom. Cool. By the way, how are we looking on just a normal infinite storage part? Are we there yet? Hey, these numbers... I mean, they're getting a little bit low. We don't have much quartz at all. Yeah, it's fine. Cool, let's order some patterns. Get like 10. Alright, I'm also going to make some covers. So, for example, if I do this, we can grab some cable facades that I can place here. How cozy is that? Excellent. Okay. So, boom, patterns, boom. Now, we do want it to be a processing pattern that we're going to be working with here. And we want, to begin with, clean... yeah, pretty much this stuff here. So, clean slurry. Now, if I I don't like my inability to drag this in right now. That's a little bit concerning. Okay. Interesting. Show all, show items, show fluids, show all. Really? Okay. What if I paste this in? It doesn't put the slurry in there. Huh. Okay. That's a problem. Interesting. Wow. I'm stunned. Out of all people, I thought Mr. Applied could do it. Okay. What do I need then? At mechanism. Mecha... What do they call it? Applied mechanistic. This guy here. So he adds some tunnels, some housing for the fluids. I wonder if I need fluid first. You know what I mean? Like, perhaps what I need to do is just get a hold of some of it to begin with. And then maybe I can drag it from within into the thing. You know what I mean? That should make sense. So let's go ahead and get some import buses. ME import bus. Honestly, what we probably could do is leave this stuff here and run it into a tank that's here that accepts the stuff, and then have it come out of a tank here that obviously does the opposite. I think we can do that. As for the cables here, I will have to run them around a little bit. But that should be fine. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. And then this should be fine as well. And so these tank here, like above this block, export bus underneath, and so then just a cable attached here. So it's gonna be like that and that. Cool. Let's go fluids again. We'll see if we can get this working. I'm not too sure, but obviously we're gonna give it a shot. Let's go tanks. I guess we'll just use chemical tanks because that should work. We'll get 2 of the biggest because why not? Sure. Boom. Oh, boom. Boom, boom. Cool. So one will go here, one will go here. There they are. This guy will be set up to receive slurries from behind as an input, and it will output below. This guy will be set to receive input from below and output out the back, but on the slurry side. I probably should have paid a little bit more attention. Input, output. Cool. Allegedly, that will work. Let me just double check. Yeah, cool. Alrighty, so we'll make some import buses. will apparently make... we just need one, actually. But I saw as well, we've got extended AE, which can do faster stuff and have more upgrade slots. And we can afford it, so why not? So this will go here. And it should just pull the stuff into the system. So, to do a test run, I should be able to search iron. Okay. So far, so good. What do we have here? We've got nothing going into there. And what's this? That's the dissolution chamber. Oh, did I... Iron dust from a block of raw iron. I think I'll just place one in manually. Block of raw iron, I'll chuck in there. That should process. The fluid should go into here and be washed. It should show up here, which it does. And as you can see, it is being placed into here. Cool. Now, you may have also noticed a little bit slow. Let's go ahead and order, I don't know, 10 of these. Oh, pleasure doing business. And let's just chuck them in here. It looks like he'll take, yeah, 4 acceleration cards. Cool. So that should be good. But we've got all of our slurry in here. Now, if I open up this guy, or this guy, there it is. Clean iron slurry. And I can't do anything with it. Wow. Okay, so, my plan has failed me so far. Great. What can we do instead then? Well, we'll check out the export buses available to us. So, this export bus, I'm sure there's an extended one that we'll probably get. Import/export bus upgrade. These upgrades allow you to replace normal ME devices with their extended version without breaking them. Sneak right click mouse on these devices, they will be turned into their extended version. All device... Oh, cool. Awesome. So if I had an export bus, I could just apply the upgrade. Cool. Alright, so placing the stuff into here, that... I mean, it won't help me. That won't help me. So what I would need to do would be maybe place these on each of them. Scheduling mode. Export the first item until the network is empty, then try the next ones. Export using round robin. Export items. I mean, we want to do the first type until it's empty. That way it'll do like all the iron, I guess. In terms of upgrades, we have fuzzy cards available. We have redstone cards available. We've got some cool stuff. I probably want a redstone card. So we'll grab one of those. If, of course, we can. Looks like we can. So we'll grab one of those. And that then gives us the ability to do this. Active with signals, active without, blah, blah, blah. Next, we can get a detector. Oh, light detecting fixture. That's pretty cool. We want something else, though. No, the detector's that. It's an emitter. A level emitter. Cool. Is that the only one we want? I think so. So, this guy here should allegedly detect something within the system and apply redstone when it happens. So, for example, I should be able to have this guy be active without a signal. So, when it receives a signal, it will turn off, right? And so, what we want to do doesn't even really help with this, because this is testing... This is looking in our entire system. Oh my god, I did it. I did it. I did the thing. Brace yourselves. So, I was about to do what I shouldn't be allowed to do, and that is start using integrated dynamics. My plan was to see if the fluid was detected by this guy, which I can still check by doing that. Cool, so there's 56 in there. And as you can see, it's not detected, because I guess for whatever reason, is tank true, tank not empty, false, tank empty, true. It doesn't detect it as a fluid, because they're slurries. And I don't think we have, you know, a slurry reader from integrated dynamics. So, like, it's a problem regardless, right? This guy wouldn't work. But I was going to try that, and that's the main thing. What happened then was I was like, okay, I need the fluid, right, to put it in here. So I'll get my gauge dropper, whatever, and I'll try that out. So I was going in here, and I was looking, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. You can store stuff and whatnot. And then I, like, walked away, and I'm like, wait a second. You can put fluids in here using buckets sometimes. Sure enough, We have placed in clean iron slurry, and if I left click it, it disappears. So we'll right click to place it back there. If I right click, it disappears as well. Cool. How do I configure this? I've middle clicked with my mouse. Oh. So within here, we want to specify 200 millibuckets, so 0.2 millibuckets, equals an iron crystal. We're going to encode that. And ladies and gentlemen, I've only gone and done it. So, what does this mean? Well, now I have a choice, essentially. How do I do this? How do I do this indeed? So one option is I place these export buses on all of them. That's an option. That kind of doesn't solve my problem. The other option is I place pattern providers on all of these with this recipe in it. So that it can craft it doing that. And like that's an option. But I would need, I think, these patterns on all of them. So kind of not the greatest option. Realistically, I need, what do I need? The pattern provider one is pretty good. I'm trying to think if there's a way to do it with pipes or something, but it's because obviously I want it to be expandable. And if I have to make a new pattern every time, it's a little bit messy. I suppose I can just sit here and encode literally a stack at a time or something, you know what I mean? Like, I could have them prepped. Pattern provider goes into there, it makes the stuff. Then we would need, not an importer, but would need something else to happen there. Well, I guess we'd do, oh yeah, pattern provider, okay. Hold on, it's happening. Pattern providers, because if I do, I think gas pipes can move this stuff, right? If I did a gas pipe that was round robin, like that doesn't help because you'd place a little bit in each. And so, I mean, we could actually do that. All I would have to do was make sure that whenever we upgraded this, I specified the right amount. So for example, currently, I think we've got 15 of the stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 12. Is that real? 12? That's what, 6 there. That's, yeah, 6 there. Okay. So we've got 12 of these. So I think if I did 2,400 millibuckets at a time and did round robin, these would all get an identical amount in them. And then all I would have to do is, as I make more, I would have to update this, which means I'd probably want to make a bunch at a time, right? Add an extra 20 in there, do the math, and it will distribute all 20 at once. Beautiful round robin like. Now, these guys I think already do round. I think that is the play. I think. How do we want to do that though? I'm trying to click mentally. I think what we do is we place a pattern provider there. I would have to make all of these be importers into there. Yeah, like these would all have to be pipes set up to extract, set up to place in there, and like that's a lot of prep. Whereas this stuff we just place a single item. The plot thickens. Okay. So see, now I was suggested something like this previously. They told me do like the perfect amount. So if you have 15, do whatever the amount was, 300 or whatever. And I'm starting to think that that's just like the way to do it. And the bad part about that is what that means is that I just have to change the recipe that goes in here, right? Like, for example, instead of setting this up to put like, the multiple of 12 in here, I could just set up this guy to do the perfect multiple. And then we've got our round robin happening and it's just not a problem anymore. You know what I mean? Because the perfect amount it ends up. Which means none of this is needed, right? And that's a little embarrassing. I mean, Man, I really don't know. Sorry. Like, all of the things we've said we can do, like, we can set up the pattern providers, we can set up, you know, just normal pipes if we want. I'm honestly just trying to figure out what's the best for expandability. And I really do think that if we just alter the starting recipe, that's going to be the best for expandability. Because all I have to do is literally just change the starting amount. Oh, that's so embarrassing. I'll think a little bit harder to see if there's a way that we can make this work as easily as well. I'm sure there is. Like, I'm sure the second I see the comments, I'll discover a way. But, you know, you guys will tell me how. But, I'm really not sure. I'll tell you what. I think we're just gonna alter that recipe, as embarrassing as that's gonna be. So what I'm gonna do is I think I want to void all of this stuff, which I don't know how easy that is to do. Let's go ahead and store the fluid. I think I need to use this guy maybe. Boom. Can I? Is that taking stuff out? Okay, it is. Just awfully slowly. Alright, boom, boom. Alright, we've got all the slurry here. We've got the perfect amount if we chuck it in one machine, so I'll do that real quick. Boom, cool. That go process. I'm just gonna have I'll keep this here as a buffer. Because why not? And that should work. So this guy should just export stuff. Obviously, we'll grab some acceleration cards. That looks like the perfect amount. 4 of them. Cool. Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. We will grab our configurator, set this guy to not be touching. Awesome. We'll set this guy to extract because, I don't know, it looks a little bit cooler, I guess. Sweet. Awesome. So, what do we need? Oh, God. Okay, look, hey, I'll tell you what. We're learning. That's the main thing, right? So, what's the deal here? We have 12. I need 2,400 slurry, right? 2,400 slurry. Which means I need the equivalent of 12 raw iron blocks or a multiple of both. Let me try and figure out how to do math. I need to learn math again. Okay, I've done it. Allegedly. If I place 4 blocks of raw iron, we get 120 dust. Now, you need to do 2 separate stacks or else it doesn't work. So we get 120 dust. And if you want to see the math for that, each of these turns into 6,000. So you would do 4 times 6,000, right? That gives you 2,400. What? 1 second. 4 times 6,000. I think I missed a 0 there. 4 times 6,000. That gives you 24,000, right? Then, obviously, 200 millibuckets of that turns into a crystal. So we divide that by 200, and we get 120. Each of these crystals turns into a dust. Bob's your uncle. Cool. So, that's where we're at. To figure that out, by the way, I did it a very slow way. And essentially what I did was, we had 12 that we needed. So I just did 12 times 2. And then divided that by 9. And it didn't give me a whole number. I did that, obviously got to 4, and it gave me a whole number. That's our common, whatchamacallums. So yeah, cool. That should work. Awesome. So, this recipe in here is perfect. That will give us exactly what we want across all of these. As long as this does distribute equally, which I believe it does. The only thing we've got is just a buffer that isn't needed at all. But it's there, okay? It is there, and apparently it's staying. So, yeah. There's that. So for example, if we search if we search dust, iron dust, I should be able to try to order one. It will say you can have 120. That will begin. Obviously, I think it's already done. What's happening? Okay, we've got 24 buckets in here, none of which is being exported. Seems like a problem. I think what I need to do is get a fuzzy card. So this guy here. And I think if I add... you know what, actually? I don't think we need... Sorry, I'm still, coughing and stuff. I don't think we even need a fuzzy card. I think just an inverter. Because I think by default, this guy's a whitelist. We want to invert that so he's a blacklist. And so that way he should just, let everything through. Otherwise, we could do fuzzy card, put one type of slurry in there. He'll do any type of slurry, but this should work as well. Maybe? Maybe not. Cool. Let's remove that. Let's put the fuzzy card in. Match any. Yeah, we'll pretend that that's how that works. So I'll go in here real quick. I'll borrow a little bit. This isn't gonna work. Because I can't put that fluid back in now. Oh, actually I can place it in there. Okay, cool. So hold on. I do that. I go here. I do that. Cool. Alright, we're good. No! Why is it one off? Are you serious? What is this? Which one has more? You've ruined everything. Oh my god. I that's clearly my fault for whatever I did just then. But I now need to go through all of these. And... oh my god. Can I like... Alright, I'll be back. By the way, somehow the number is still not 200. I don't know what is happening here. We're gonna have to allegedly investigate. Alright, sweet. It's broken. That should be fine though. Can we try this again? Let's go dust. Let's go here. Let's order another one. These... it's still not equal. No, it is. Okay. He was just pretending. So everything should finish, and then we should be able to look at every single one, and they should all be perfectly empty, and everything should be wonderful. Oh, beautiful. How wonderful. Okay, so the next problem is all the stuff goes in here. We're still making sulfuric acid using this guy. That's, of course, going in here, which is going in here, which is going in here. Well, I mean, it's going, you know, it's being transformed and whatnot. So the problem is, right? What's the problem? Sulfuric acid is being made. It is backlogging up in this tube. This tube will need to be full in order for that machine to be happy. The tank's full. This guy's full. But that tank will need to be full, which is a very large storage. Yeah, in order for the system to be happy. Which is a problem. So, is there a solution? Potentially. What I could do is I could whitelist a specific spot for the gunpowder to go, like the first one, and then maybe the other ones would be free. Maybe. Let's give it a shot. Because otherwise, like, this is just horrible. So let's go here. We're going to right-click the top of that block. We're going to add a filter for gunpowder. And we're going to say, hey, you can only go... that's not the thing. You can only go to that location. So this guy should still get gunpowder, which he does. And these guys shouldn't. But as you can see, they still do. What I would have to do is blacklist these spots as well. Which I don't want to do. But I mean, I suppose I can. How annoying, though. Why do I have to do that? Because it's on a whitelist, so it's only allowed to go in there. Man. What if we do a blacklist? So now, yeah, no gunpowder's in there. No gunpowder's in any of them, right? Because it's in the blacklist technically. So if I go in here and I invert this and submit it, this guy fills up, and these guys, they don't get any. Awesome. That's what we do. So then all I need to add is add, let's see, do we have a crystal here? Cool. We want to add mechanism crystals, I believe. Let's try that. Mechanism, okay, apparently I closed the menu. Mechanism, let's try this again. Crystals. Might need a hashtag. Boom. Mechanism crystals. Mechanism crystals. I didn't think it would work. I merely hoped it would work. That's annoying. Does it have to be crystals? Just crystal? Nope, crystals. Cool. Annoying, but cool. Okay. Iron. What does that do? Is that a hashtag? Yeah, cool. Okay. I don't think it actually worked. Because now these guys are full again. Alright, new idea. Let's go entangled block. What's this? Cut Viridium stairs. Sure. We are going to remove this. We are going to place this here. We're going to place that there. This guy doesn't care. This guy will only work without a redstone signal. I am going to grab my trusty entangler. I am going to entangle this tank. And there we go. So that will turn off. No more gunpowder goes in. Awesome. This here will turn into a whitelist, and I will remove every single filter as they are no longer needed. And so as long as there is a signal coming out of this guy, the system will not make more. And we'll see how well that goes. And so, yeah, we just need to wait for this stuff to run out. Now, obviously, if we had more hydrogen chloride, this could be a completely different story. It might be done already. That is... I mean, that's a different boat altogether, right? If we jump back up to here, I guess. Not too bad. And fly over here. This is where that stuff's being made. We have a need for chlorine. Chlorine. And that's being made here. It's making it. But we need more brine. This guy here, pretty much as hot as it gets. 6.92, making 1,000. He has enough water. Can I pump this higher? Currently we're using 2,000 RF per tick. I'm going to up it to 4. There's still allegedly water in here. The heat is going higher. The amount of brine we are creating has not. We're still getting 1,080. I'm going to make it really, really hot and see if that changes anything. As in, I'm going to go to 20,000, which is a ridiculous amount of power. But as you can see, it also goes really, really hot. This guy here is not filling up any higher. This guy here is not getting any... He's not changing. He doesn't care. That's his max. That appears to be the max that he can do. So yeah. So currently we're just wasting power. Cool. Let's go ahead and lower it back down. 2,000 seem to work. I'm going to try it a little bit lower. We'll see 1,500. See what that drops down to. See if it's still enough. Mainly, we can watch here. This is like the stuff per tick. So we don't actually have to go to the controller. We can just watch this. If this stays at 1,080, then it's hot enough. If it starts dropping, we'll have to go back up to 2. But, I mean, that seems to be fine. 1.5 seems to be pretty good. We can probably go lower, but that's fine. Do we want to make a brand new one? To try and at least double our production? I mean, we can. Do we remember how much we need? Did it say somewhere how much we need? I think it did, didn't it? I think in the multi-block part. Yeah, here. So if I want max height... Oh yeah, you can actually see the max speed. When temp is at 3,000 Kelvin, you'll get that max speed. Cool. So I need 80 blocks, 136 glass, and some other stuff. So we've got 80 blocks. You know what? I am curious. Can we just copy paste this? Do we think? What's the button I've got to press? This one here. All right, copy mode. We don't need to ray trace anything. Cool. I think that's all we want. So I should be able to shift right click here. And then right click here. It won't bring any of that stuff, but it should, well, place the rest. Go paste mode. Now clearly the location of it is off. Let's go ahead and go to settings menu. I guess we need to bring this closer actually. Yeah, closer to 0, my bad. Boom, boom. And then bring this close as well. Obviously it needs to go a lot higher. So go ahead and do that. I'm not going to click confirm because I think that would just build it. And that's kind of where I want it here. But it's still a little bit too low, surprisingly. And I can't actually go any higher. So, do we also have, like, replace blocks? Yeah, we do. Cool. So, let's go ahead and place some stuff a little bit higher there. How's that looking? Does that line up? I think 1 block down we need to go. So that there. I'm going to click right click. It will take the items out of my inventory and it will build. Oh, I ran out of some stuff, but it pretty much built the whole thing. So that's pretty cool. I clearly just need a couple more of these guys. Let's go copper. Copper ingots. Get some of that cooking. Let's go thermal blocks. Boom, boom. Is it still in the same spot? No, I should have definitely anchored it. Although, I can click undo. I can get all that stuff back. And I can just try it again. Now, what I should do as well is, I think if I hold shift or control. Oh no, sometimes it'll tell you exactly what you need. I think there's a way to do that. But obviously, I don't know. I don't know how. Cool. So, we'll try this again. Pow. As you can see, building the thing, and that looks like it's done. I even saw it sparkle to turn on. What we're going to do instead this time, is I'm going to pick this guy up. I turned my magnet off. I'm going to fall down and pick this guy up, if I can remember my controls for the video game. We're going to break this. We're going to break this, and essentially we're going to make this thing expandable. So, let's switch back to the wrench. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. Can I just pick that up? Oh, I can. Awesome. Yeah, wonderful. So you're going to go there. You're going to go there. The valve's going to go here and here. They will obviously get some tubes. Not this tube. The thermal conductors. Get a couple more of those. Beautiful. And then, yeah, we'll just slap our resistive heater here. Give him power here. And set him up to, I don't know, 1,500 for now. See how that goes. It seems to be enough for that guy. So they've both got the heat, allegedly. I will need water, and once again, our water's in a little bit of an awkward spot, but that should be fine. Let's search tubes. Does that look like it does water? No, it does gases. We need pressurized tubes. That's the same thing, okay. I never know what it's called. At mech. Not tubes, not cables. We don't even know. We don't even have the recipe because our recipes broke the other day. You know what? We actually do have them. They just look completely different. Pipes. That makes sense. That's a common name for them. You'd think I'd know that. Pipes. Cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna run them around like this. Because I don't know. Why not? I mean, I guess we can do that. It's not the best, but why not? It doesn't matter. So he's got stuff. This guy's now making brine. Awesome. We're then going to pull this stuff out of there. Let's go ahead and switch to our configurator. Set that guy to extract. This guy's empty of brine. This guy, oh sorry, this guy's, yeah, transferring brine. This guy is still heating up. He is quite slow. Interesting. We could, if we wanted to, do one each. That's an option. The other thing is, I think this guy's slowly cooling down. So it might just be that we need to double the heat. So let's maybe try 3,000, because that would be double. So assuming these conductors are good enough, then we're good. And yet here we are with that not looking the case. It's taking way too long to get that stuff there. Let's go ahead and get more of these resistive heaters. That sounds like a plan. We'll just do one each. It's not the end of the world. I will just need a gate to power that guy. And we will... Oh! I don't know where he is. He's out there. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. You can see where it turned not scorching white. I'm guessing that was the difference there. Chuck you there. 1,500. Cool. Lower this guy down to 1,500. Awesome. Brine. This guy should heat up very, very quickly, I would imagine. Is that what's happening? Well, he's getting there. So is the brine actually coming out? Like, it seems weird that this guy's telling me the exact amount that's coming out, and this guy hasn't even started cooking. Allegedly. He's formed. Oh, yeah, there we go. So he's actually making the stuff now. You can see the value here. I'm still worried that this guy's just slowly losing heat. And eventually he won't be able to run, but I don't know. I guess we'll see with this guy. Alright. I up the heat like crazy just to get him to the amount, and then we'll lower it again. Just so that he's already at max production. And I don't know. We'll see if he keeps going higher or if it lowers, whatever. Cool. So this guy's now making double, as you can see. Pretty much double, even an extra millibucket, a bonus millibucket that we get. That's awesome. And so we're making double the chlorine. So this goes up to 72 millibuckets. Although it's not stacking up just yet, it is possible that it will. If we come and check down here, maybe the machines are just filling up, or the whatever tank we have over here is filling up. But yeah, there we go. So these guys are full. So there's probably just some pipes filling up somewhere. Awesome. So allegedly we're good to go. All I need to do is add this recipe for every single thing. So 4 equals 120. So for example, with this guy here, we just want to up this guy to 4, up this guy to 60, and give him a friend also at 60. Cool. And so now we can do gold and iron. I will have to go to our processing place and fix the patterns, as in remove those, as well as this. And any other ones that may exist. I think we had a copper one somewhere, but because when I search copper, how are we making it again? Oh, we're just smelting it as it is. Yeah, okay. Let's we may as well just fix that, make some actual recipes. Now that I'm pretty confident with our system, I think we can get away with that. So he's just doing copper ingots, platinum dust, osmium dust. Cool. So the copper, let's go ahead and have him smelt up copper dust. There's a lot of copper dust. This copper dust sounds pretty good. So, yeah, all the ores. Awesome. We're going to jump in here. We're going to fix this up as well. So we're going to go like platinum blocks and then the 80 and whatnot. So yeah, cool. I will be back with maybe not everything, but most things. Alrighty. So we've got some ingredients here. Pow and pow. And I think we're good. I think we can actually order stuff and make stuff happen. We'll do a test run. I'll search for gold and we'll order some gold dust. I'll search for copper. We'll order some copper dust and I'll search for iron, get some iron. Basically, I want to see if the system works or if we have another issue that we need to solve. So we'll just do those orders. Cool. So in here, we should have the exact amount. We may even be lucky enough to get some buffers happening. Although, it looks as though we can't chuck this guy in here, so I may have to remove the platinum recipe. Yeah, let's go ahead and remove that. Cool. This guy ignores redstone, so he shouldn't even care. Okay, so this one I cancel. What's happening here, though? Gold dust and copper dust. This guy's already done. I think we've actually already finished all that stuff. I'm guessing we don't have patterns for those blocks, like to actually make them. That's the only thing I can think of, unless something else is happening. So we'll jump in here real quick. Let's search gold. I mean, we've got enough of it, and I can even craft more. So the gold's not the problem. Obviously, platinum we just did. Copper I added the recipe for, and so the question is, where is this stuff? Huh. Okay. I've got them in here. Blocks of gold. Blocks of copper. And yeah, I don't think they even went in there. I'll be honest with you. Obviously I saw the iron go through. Have I done something wrong here? I don't think I have. Let's cancel all of them. It looked like one was trying to like just order gold as it is anyway, so I don't know, we'll try that again. Oh. I keep hearing a machine run. What's happening? Are we storing it? Oh, we're storing it all. Because this guy only has the slurry. Because the fuzzy doesn't work. Okay. Cool. Let's try... Do we still have that inverter? I'll try that. Does that work? Nope. Well, that's a problem. That means I'm going to have to grab every single slurry and manually drag them in there. Oh, and that's going to break everything. Ah, why? Why? Why, oh, why? Okay. That's fine. Let's go in here. Let's search iron dust. Get one of those processed so that we have some slurry in here. Cool. I'm then going to tell this guy that he needs redstone control. Basically to stop the stuff from coming out. Let's get a bunch of those as well. Redstone card, cool. Let's go ahead and chuck this guy in here. You are active with a signal. He has no signal, so he won't be active. We are then going to grab one of each. One of each. Okay, that won't work. Awesome. Let's go ahead and grab the gouge dropper. Alright, so, boom, boom, boom. Awesome. And we are going to then, I think we're just going to make more. I think it's safer to just make a few of these. Oh, that's actually so annoying. He's got none. Now he's got 256. Because he doesn't store the liquid. Oh my god. This is painful. This is no, I didn't even want to place it there. Oh my god. Okay. Oh god, I almost touched it again. I'm gonna have to fix that the way that we fixed it last time by like picking them up from all the machines. Okay, everything's fine. Everything is a-okay. All right. Cool. Okay. So they've all got a bit of gold slurry in them. Awesome. That's really good. That's wonderful, you know. Okay. I have successfully emptied them. I have some droppers here. We still are missing 10 millibuckets of iron. We lost that at some point. We're never getting that back. It's gone. But that is okay. Oh yeah, all the recipes are done. Cool. Okay. Everything should now work flawlessly. Let's go back into the dust department and order some more dust. So iron dust, I would like one. Gold dust, I would like one. And copper dust, I would like one. What we should see is some gold slurry here that ends up in the pipes, as we see. Some copper slurry that should end up in the tubes. Copper slurry is now in the tubes now. Cool. Gold slurry is in all the machines. The second they're done, all copper will go in. Equally distributed, as per intended. As you can see, the perfect amount in all of these. None left over. These machines running perfectly. Once again, the bottleneck clearly is still these crystallizers. So we can expand these. If we double it each time, we're good. What I probably should do next time is add 8 more. So that we're adding even 10. You know, like 20 total. So we can just add like multiples of 10 each time. That will be awesome. That will make things very, very easily expandable. But as it stands, we're good to go. If I now search infinite storage part, in terms of like getting all the iron and stuff, easy. Easy. How much iron does it want? It wants 434,000. We could do that. I'm not going to do it yet because that's pretty much probably going to eat up our entire storage, I'd imagine. Maybe. So, what do we need for the next episodes? Lots and lots of quartz. We actually still need more raw iron, which is actually a little bit odd. Yeah, interesting. We need a lot more than this. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I do actually happen to know a guy that can get us, oh, I don't know, a little bit of iron. I believe our iron we can get from Mr. Cave Creeper, as well as some diamonds. Inside here, we've got some iron, but we could do with more. So what we will do is I will ask for a Cave Creeper spawn egg. That's not how we do it. How do we do it? Hey. See ya. What do we do? For the Cave Creeper? Stone. I'm apparently ordering a piece of stone. And that's going to get us a Cave Creeper. I think a slime just attacks me and then gets like sent to the Shadow Realm. Because of one of my... Yeah, melee attempt. Yeah. Yeah, like this guy. You ready? He hits me. Then he's gone! Yeah, cool. So, that should have worked. And I should now be able to turn on Spawn Central. And we should get a special delivery of cave creepers, courtesy of our creme de la crop. This thing is beautiful. So yeah, cool. We're back on that mission. Sweet. I'm glad that system still works because we are on the latest version of the mod pack. Awesome. Hey, how do we feel? Do we feel like we've done good? I'll tell you what I will say. I know that we did a lot of applied energistics and then seemingly for nothing, but the buffer system we have here, although we probably could have just done it with tanks, I don't know. I like it. It's not horrible. Yeah, I don't know. It was fun. In terms of swapping the base over to refined storage, like from refined storage to applied energistics, I don't know if we can. Like, look, we can, but like, it would be painful to say the least. What we could do, and it'd be down to whether you guys want me to, because I think I could have fun doing it, but it would be a lot of doing the same in terms of episodes. But we could set up a master controller somewhere. We could set up peer-to-peer networks. So peer-to-peer networks, so essentially having a main controller and then little sub-networks, sort of like what we've got with the receivers, but without being wireless. I mean, we could make them wireless as well. But what that means is I could potentially start doing bit by bit. So each receiver we have, I could turn into its own little controller and then bit by bit replace like a section. Like I could replace this entire section to be applied energistics and compare the two. Then we could, pick a completely different section again. Like, I don't know. Like this section here, replace that as well. It's an option. Up to you guys. I guess, whether you guys actually really want to see it happen or whether you don't really care, because we're in pretty deep with refined storage at this point. Cool. That's it. We're done. That's all, folks. that's the end of the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Yeah, sorry that uploads have been a little bit shaky recently. I'm working on it. I've pretty much got to get back into the swing of things. I am still a little bit sick, as you've probably heard a little bit throughout this episode, so I do apologize on behalf of that. But oh, that reminds me. There's a thing. There's a thing somewhere. There's a way to do it. There's a way to do it. Villager at wandering. No soliciting. I just need a smelted piece of cactus. Just need one of those, and then I can get the no soliciting. And then we just place down one of these guys. I'll place it at the door so it looks like realistic, So we go over here. And just like that, they're gone. They're gone. Vanished. I mean, this guy will still be here, but none of his friends will stop by. Awesome. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you're having fun. Thank you to our channel members. I actually haven't checked in a while. Sorry about the speed run of that outro, but my outros are always so long. I'm just talking for like 3 weeks. I haven't checked my... the uploads have been so sketchy. I do apologize. What do we have? Hey, regardless, we do actually have a new channel member. Welcome. Godly Ghost King. Joined a day ago. Welcome. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. I swear normally they're daily. Normally the uploads are daily. I promise, guys. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you, of course, to our Tier 3 channel members, Melizzi, Andre, and Final Phoenix 13. Thank you guys for stopping by. Obviously, thank you to our Tier 2 channel members and Tier 1 channel members. If you guys have any ideas on things I can offer for the channel memberships and stuff like that, let me know, because it is good, I guess. Realistically, I probably should have something like Patreon set up or something like that, just so that I'm not fully reliant on YouTube. But even then, like, the main reason I don't at the moment is I don't really have anything to offer. We have some Discord roles and stuff, and then if we happen to be running, special servers or something like that, they're sort of lumped in, but it's not like a promise thing, because like right now I don't even know if we have one running. I think that all the Mods 9 one's still happening, but you get what I mean. Like, I don't know. And obviously I don't want to take away content. I don't want to lock all of our servers behind a paywall, because I obviously remember when I used to play, you know, you want to join in and it's like, oh, you have to pay. Like, no one wants to do that. It is nice to offer it as an extra, but I don't want to take stuff away. So if you guys have any ideas, more than welcome to hear them out. But yeah, that's that. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.